Go.
Shark Tales, woohoo.
Woohoo. All right, see you tomorrow.
Hoo-hoo.
Done.
Yeah.
With
Finish.
Andy. So, tonight was night numero uno of the Trophy Cup 29. That's number one in Spanish, if you didn't know.
What was the car counts like back in when it first started?
Man, I want to say San Jose might have had a triple-digit car count.
Even for the 410?
No, I don't think the 410s ever got. The Trophy Cup wasn't that big of a race with the 410s.
Yeah.
Not taking anything away from it, but
Right,
it was
right.
just a one-night deal, and maybe 50
That was
cars
like
would show up.
the inception of it
Yeah.
too. That was right in the very beginning.
But I want to say the last couple of San Jose Trophy Cups had some pretty large car counts, and I'm just going to say they did get into the triple digits.
Wow.
Now, I don't recall being involved with the triple digit Trophy Cup. There's always that many entries.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you got to get in, you got to enter. There's only
Yeah,
2
we're only
spots
gonna
left.
leave it open for like 110 or whatever. But it
I
never
feel
gets
like
there.
there might have been some 90s here at Tulare.
We've had 90s.
Yeah, yeah.
Low
Guess-
90s.
Guess what? Guess when we didn't get 90?
Today.
We're
Tonight.
not getting 90 tonight.
65.
66.
Oh, did we get to 66?
Well, yeah, we were at 66. Someone came in really, like, we were done.
Who came in late?
Under Schoenberg.
Yes.
Oh, the Josh
Josh
Ford
Ford car.
73?
hmm
Okay, so we got to 66.
66.
But then Nick Parker blew up.
Yeah, so
In hot
I
laps.
talked to Nick tonight, and he told, unless they stumble across the rental or something, Nick said they're done for the weekend because they broke a motor here Saturday, and then broke a motor tonight. They didn't even get it tonight. I think he might have broken hot laps. Maybe?
Hot laps.
Those are really crummy weekends, let me tell you.
Yeah, that blows.
Literally. He blew his motor up.
Wah,
You get it?
wah,
Ba-doom,
wah.
ding.
I got it. I
So,
said it.
I mean, we talked a little bit about this Trophy Cup. People not coming. Did the history of the carnage of this place and the competition level of this place finally start catching up to it?
Yeah, I don't know, because I do feel like Tulare in general is still kind of like a bucket list for people. Like, this Tulare kind of being like a go-to, a must race track in California, basically. And like kind of the hype and the like legend that has happened like all these years, like all the crazy excitement, all the
Carnage.
Yeah, the carnage, breaking fences down, tearing up cars.
Literally running on the wall,
Yeah.
up against the wall, on top of the wall.
Yeah, it kind of has built up, and people like all around the country, like had a lot of out-of-towners tonight that have been here before, but like they will make sure to make the trip out just because it's a special
wonder
event with a
how
lot of
many
money.
out-
4 cars
Out-of-towners.
more than Fall Nationals.
Yeah, so we had 62 at Chico 2 weeks ago for
$5,000 to win, right?
$40,000 total purse for 2 nights.
5,000. Wasn't it 5,000 to win?
Yeah,
And it's
then
6,000 to start.
This deal is 225-ish thousand purse for 3 days. So that is another proof that racers
It's not about the
don't
money.
race for money, even though they say they do. But this is an expensive weekend, so even though if you make the show and you get your $6,000, 3 nights at Tulare is expensive.
Yeah, right.
So there's that to be said. But, yeah, that's an interesting thing, man. These promoters, it's I don't know. I don't have the answers. We talked about the other night. What do we got to do to make the 410s come back and the 360s less expensive and get better crowds at the races? Who the hell knows?
We didn't know. We didn't.
We don't know.
We
You
didn't.
didn't
fix
We're
fix
it.
lucky
it.
to get around the racetrack on our own. But,
Right.
Okay, so you qualified 11?
Yes, I drew a 12, so I was the 8th car out to qualify. That helped me out for sure.
Track was a little better early.
right. The track definitely dried out as it went on, so I was able to qualify 11th in my group. Which was not too bad.
I thought it looked better than it timed in.
Well, it wasn't that exciting because you're yawning as you're telling me how I looked out there. So
It's
must
been
not
a
have
long
that
7
exciting.
days here in Tulare. It wasn't your driving.
Yeah. I thought I I hit the lines that I wanted to hit. I ran.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't feel like I was up to speed, but I think going out early helped me. But I thought I positioned myself perfect in the heat race, as perfect as you can be. You typically want to be top 4 in qualifying, so you can start 6th, and then you
Not really have to do anything
Yeah.
in your heat. Maybe finish 5th. You're going to be
Right.
high point guy.
Right. So, but me starting, that put me second row outside of the heat, so I knew, gotta listen to Andy, get up on the wheel the first corner.
And you did.
And I did a good job.
4th, 2nd, like a boss.
Yeah, and then I
And then I was licking my
hero
chops.
to 0.
I was licking
Next
my
corner.
chops when you went into turn 1 on lap 2.
Yeah, me too.
What the hell happened?
Leader in front of me, I thought he's turned later than I thought he would. I figured he was going to run the bottom, but he kind of turned late. So I thought, oh, that kind of gave me an opening, because I kind of had a run off of turn 4.
Yeah, you were right on his ass. You were coming.
So, yeah. And I went to the bottom, and then he turned, went to the bottom, and I thought, I saw him do it, so I figured, oh, I'm okay. But he got way off the gas more than I expected, and all of a sudden, like, I was into his left rear tire, spun out, pointing the wrong way. Like, oh, you idiot.
yeah.
Freaking idiot.
I hit myself. My leg is sore. I
Aw.
was like, ugh. Why'd I hit myself? He's the one that should
He's
be
the
hit himself.
idiot, yeah. Like, he's the idiot.
Oh, I was bummed because I thought you had him set up, and then once you would, I was pretty sure you would have going to clear him off of 2,
Yeah.
and then clean air for 6 more laps. Put us in the feature. Us.
Oh boy.
It's an us.
Yes. Thank you for all the advice today. That
You're
was
welcome.
helpful. Good, yeah, good
It's
advice for
hard.
qualifying.
I mean, I'm not blowing smoke up my ass, but it's hard for a driver and a team to keep an eye on the track and kind of do their job at the same
especially
time.
like crew chiefs. Like the drivers can I'm pretty
You can kinda
fortunate.
sneak
Like
off.
I can sneak off, look at the track, and come back, and the crew chief's kind of stuck at the car, like trying to make choices without seeing anything really.
Yeah, so I tried my best to kind of just really, really watch and then report back to headquarters at the last second to kind of say, hey, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
And most teams don't really have that person, so I think, it's kind of a cool thing that we got, like, when you run Trophy Cup, and you got a team.
Did you report back my comment?
What was your call?
Oh, she said turn 1 scary.
Oh. No. He
Would
did
that
not.
have helped?
No, it would not help.
That was for qualifying.
That was for
Wasn't it?
qualifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
It was scarier
he
apparently
did
in
come
the heat
over and
race.
said, you should probably go around the hole in turn 1.
So Cox came out, I think, second
Yeah,
to
he
qualify.
set the car out.
He
Yeah.
asked me about that after qualifying.
Because
He
you
goes,
can hear it, right?
Did Cox almost tip over? I'm like, yeah, did you hear? He goes, piece of shit flew over the fence.
Oh, no
there."
way!
Oh yeah, big old mud cloud.
That's when I texted, turn 1 scary, and then he goes out and sets quick time or second quick or
Right.
something. And I
Yeah,
was like,
Cox
well, I guess it's
too.
not that
That was
scary. You
good.
just have to not do what he did the first lap.
Right, just don't.
Just don't do that.
It's
just
really,
don't
it
flip.
sounds super easy just to say go around the bump in turn 1. You literally feel like you're going to knock the damn wall down.
Right.
And then when you get it rotated, you're still like 10 feet away from the wall. It's
Right.
it's a weird feeling here at the Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, spun out in the heat race, finished in the back, put me starting 12th in one of the beams. And then,
We're good.
gain a couple positions. I felt like I can go anywhere I wanted in 3 and 4. I went high 1 lap, low another lap, and then
Pass cars both times.
Yeah. And then Bud Kagan was in front of me.
Oof.
He just got into the wall, flipped over. Torgerson was actually between us, so he got into him, like bent his wing board, and then I don't know how I didn't hit him.
Yeah,
but
it was close. I was like, oh shit, he's gonna knock the top wing off.
Yeah.
And
Then
you squirted through.
squirted through, stopped on the front stretch, said hi to Leslie and Darren.
Was she flashing her boobs?
No.
We didn't tell her yet. We told her to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, that's for tomorrow.
She's still awake?
We don't know what she
Oh, she left.
She left.
Yeah,
Pretty
Leslie
quiet.
said
She
she's gonna
said she
flash
couldn't get
Sean
quiet.
to get his dick up tomorrow night. So
Yeah,
she's gonna flash him.
Andy thought I needed to get going after that red, so he tried to pump me up.
I went back and yelled at him.
Yeah.
We talked strategy at first.
We talked strategy, and then you left, and you said, "No, that's not enough. I need to fire this guy up."
But yeah, Brad goes, "Man, I think if we could just get a couple more spots right away, this might work out." I said, I'll go fire him up real quick. And just as I got to you, the push truck was pushing, so I was just yelling at you.
Yeah, you're just.
Did you hear what I
clapping.
said?
No, I just heard you clapping.
I think I said, "Stand on the fucking gas." I just wanted to look angry, like you were gonna be scared to come back to the pits if you didn't go fast.
They pushed.
Can you do that again tomorrow?
Yeah.
'Cause then I'll understand
They
it. And
pushed
it'll
me
be
off
more
as
fun.
Andy's yelling at me, and then
Just want to get your blood pumping.
right. Well, I then I pushed off, and like the car felt like it was sitting weird, like maybe I had a flat tire or something. I'm oh, that's weird. And Caleb Henry came up and said, "Hey, you're broke." Oh, I'm broke. So I went to get a second opinion. Went to Golubic, and I'm pointing at my car like, "Hey, like." Am I alright? And he's looking down and he starts gassing up his car. So I'm thinking he thought I was telling him he was broke. So then I like hurried up and like, no, you're fine. Like I went back up like, you are okay. What about me? Like, am I broke? So he kind of gave me a look and just kind of did this. So I'm like, something's weird. And then as we lined up, Jake Morgan was right behind me.
You stay away from the camera. Money bags.
Money bags.
Your
Stay
chair's
right
right,
full over there.
Your chair's right
Mr.
there.
50-50 raffle winner just
No
walked in.
way.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
How much was it tonight?
$200.
No, it wasn't.
1700.
Wow.
But he was a nice guy.
You
He
gave it back?
700. No, he gave 700.
760.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Good
you kept
job.
an even grand?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, good
Well, then
for
it cost me
you.
$100 at the beer booth.
Yeah, I heard Jolene guilt tripped you into buying beer.
Where's she at, anyways?
I think she's at the party.
Yeah. Over at the pavilion.
Damn Trulies.
Trulies.
Let's stay over here out of the camera range.
So
Yeah.
long story short, you
Long
broke.
story short, yeah, Jake Morgan finally said, "Hey, you're broke."
Torque 2?
Yeah. No,
No.
it was a torsion bar. Torsion bar.
Broken torsion bar.
Broken torsion
I've
bar.
never seen a broke torsion bar before.
How many times have you said that's here?
I've never seen it. Well, a lot of stupid shit's happened to me,
Right.
but I mean, I've never seen a broken torsion bar. I've seen a complete split torsion bar from a nasty crash, like
Yeah.
the car was just blown to smithereens. It's like, hey, check out the torsion bar; it's broken. I've never seen one just break racing.
Yeah, and I didn't even hit anything.
Yeah,
Weird.
Was that a bar in a car from the Chico crash?
oh, that's a good question.
It's a good question.
Darren just asked if
Good
that was on the
call.
car when he crashed. I would say no. I shouldn't say that. Your setups and my setups are different, but it was a 1015, so I don't know if you had a 1015.
Had a 1015 in the left rear.
Yes.
All right.
Pretty sure it was a 1015. I could be wrong. I also told you guys were in Heat 1 and you were Heat 5, so what the hell do I know? I was trying to
What?
get you back from
I
Hanford.
know. I was gonna say. Like, what are
Great
you
driver
doing?
coach you have.
At least you weren't going to miss your heat like the time I was in Heat 1.
You were
And
the
you told me I
grandstand.
was in Heat 5.
Let's tell him that story. So, like, he asked me, like, I have my race pass on my phone. He's all, what heat am I in? And I look, and I'm pretty sure I showed you. I'm all, oh, you're Heat 6, second row inside or whatever. So, oh, cool. I'm going to go hang out with my wife for a couple of heat races. Well, he was like heat race
Went out
2.
into the campgrounds at Hanford, yeah. I was Heat 1. They're out there doing the national anthem, and Peter always does the big opening ceremonies. And Heat 1's in staging, and all of a sudden my crew's texting me, where are you? Oh, I'm out at the RV hanging out. Well, you're in this heat. No, I'm not. I'm in Heat 6. No, you're in Heat 1. Oh, shit. So I had to haul ass out and get in
And
the
he
car.
blamed me, but I'm pretty sure I showed him on my phone my race pass. Say,
Well, hey.
My race pass is not
I
official.
guess,
Yeah,
I guess
do
there was
not
some
ask
issues,
My Race
malfunction at the conjunction tonight with My Race Pass, because apparently a few cars thought they were on the pole of the main event that weren't.
Yeah, it was an interesting.
Well, and then
little-
it's 5T and 5V, so you guys have complained about receivers all year. So I'm trying to say 5T and 5V, you are not there. You're behind the 7P. I don't know. Like, everything rhymed.
Did you see What was the lineup on My Race Pass? What did they?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. But
I don't look at my race
They
pass.
had me in 12th, but in the first B.
I'm just curious what Colby and what Ryan Timms where they thought they were
I'm
starting.
But they
Pretty-
were in the A though.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that was prior to B Main's running.
So points changed after the B.
Right,
Well,
so
no,
I don't
it's-
know how my race pass works because I've never actually used it on the scoring side. But when I pull, like on my spreadsheets, when I pull everybody by
Basically-
their points, it gives me my A main, but I don't tell anybody that because the B mains
There's
still get their
basically
points
16 cars in the A lined up from their points
at 12 car invert.
at a 12-car invert. But now you got the B main cars where
Usually
including
8 to
those-
10 of
yeah,
those could
they're
be
not
higher in
tagging
points.
behind all these 16 cars.
So the B main cars
Could end up
be
in the poll.
in the version. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So
Yeah.
there's 4 cars
So
trying to start
it's
on the
a
front
unique
row.
format, and it's very intricate. Like you have to
We do it once a
kinda
year
know
and we
what's
forget
going on.
about. We forget how it works in a year. Like we'll say, oh, you know what? We won't forget that. And next year we'll still forget it.
Well, last year Stephanie manually entered stuff into my race pass. So like it wasn't really running.
Needs to do that.
So she manually entered it, but this year they have the developer from my race pass and he's trying to actually like build the program out so that it will do it. But I mean, it's the first night running this format, so it's like, okay, so I didn't know that worked. So he's tweaking it as we go. But I told him today, can we turn that off until we have a lineup set? And he goes, yeah, I did, or I will. I think
Yeah,
he
doesn't
did.
it say pending at that point? When you
Right.
get-
So I think it'll say pending until. But theoretically, I can set up an A main after the heat races, but it's not correct, so I don't send it to anybody.
Well, I think it's funny.
So I'm pretty sure that both of those cars looked at my race pass instead of. But I actually said on the radio to the drivers, you guys have to go look at the board. That is the official lineup.
Copeland went from thinking he was in the front row to like,
To, like,
row 7 or
row
8 or
seven.
9.
Yeah.
Yes.
Starting 14.
And
or
Tim's, they were
something.
both up there.
Well, Tim was high point guy.
That was yeah, but he might
was
not even
quick.
know. He might not even put 2 and 2 together if he doesn't really know the format. He just looks at my race
Right.
pass and
You-
says, "Oh, I'm on
like,
the front row."
If you're a high point guy, you're gonna start 12th in the prelim.
Yeah, so I don't know how it was originally. So maybe
Yeah,
they
quick
didn't
time,
have.
one is heat.
So maybe they didn't have the invert put into it, and so then I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But 4 people tried to start on the front row tonight,
The main
and I had to bum them out.
The main event was pretty damn cool.
Yeah, there's really only 2 crappy things. Like there was 2 reds, and it took forever to get them hooked on the tow trucks and off the track.
Golubix wasn't even a red; it was a yellow.
Yellow.
Right.
So I think they said I'd be
I guess they
interested.
both were yellow.
Yeah, I'd be
That-
interested what was broken on that because they mentioned something on the radio about like we're trying, but it's the back. So they've got the hook on the front of the car, and they're trying to drag it out, and like the left rear is dragging into the track. So I don't know what was broken over there, but they couldn't get it to roll.
Well, that's a problem if you're trying to tow a car off the track.
Yes.
Basically, like for fuel, they basically count green and yellow flag laps, and tracks like this. Lisa was kind of saying like 410s, it's lower, like 70-ish.
So like 60 to 65.
60 to 65 total laps before they're gonna need a
Fuel stop.
Red.
I feel like
for
we went
fuel.
12,000 laps tonight.
felt like we went a lot. 360s
Can go like
apparently are higher,
775.
like 80.
Yeah,
Well,
75
they might need to
80.
recalibrate that because 360s suck as much fuel as a freaking 410 do these days. So I don't know. We might need to have the same lap count for both. But
Think
I'm
so.
surprised nobody ran out of fuel tonight. I was
I'd be
not
inter-
even any. I had no dogs in the race, and I wasn't like, oh man, they have to throw a red flag
Right.
for fuel.
It'd be
which is
interesting,
horrible.
like
I
how
hate that.
much
Yeah,
fuel
it's
people had.
annoying.
I'll have to ask a couple cars tomorrow, but let's not even worry about the fuel situation. How about Landon frickin' Brooks? What the heck, man?
He was, man.
He doesn't have that many nights under his belt.
No, and
But it's
especially
consistency
at
with the
this
same
track.
team, and they've been running.
Hell, I could
A lot
drive
this
for
year.
Pinehurst for 20 years in a row, and I wouldn't be that fast.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
Yeah,
The
he
line
did great.
he was running, how he adjusted his line and started diamond in 1 and 2. And I went out and looked at the track afterwards, and there was just like this patch of wet stuff
Yeah.
that he was literally using to turn the car and come back down the hill,
Wow.
and then barely getting hit by Rico.
Well,
That
Rico
was a-
passed him earlier, and he passed
Got
him
back
back.
by
Yeah.
Yeah, he ran good.
He's a talent. He's pretty special.
Tyner Hurst to put 2 cars, 1-2. I mean, that's pretty
Yeah.
impressive.
How much did they pucker when Rico
Kyle
ran into the back of
Steven.
Landon?
Well, the last corner, I'm like,
No, early
oh,
in the
Oh,
race.
he ran up on his left rear.
Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of did a little wheelie. Yeah, that
And
was.
I was like, Kyle and Steven are probably like, oh, no, we're running.
well, the last, I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, you got cars 1, 2 for a long race, and now they're battling for like, this is exciting. And then the last corner, it's like, oh my God, we're both gonna be in the fence.
Yeah.
Both cars.
Yeah.
Like, we're that close to being in the fence, and instead they're 1, 2.
I'm a big picture guy, so if I was Tyner Hurst, man, I would get as many pictures of that last turn 3, 4 front stretch. I mean, that's just. I mean, I'm not going to say that's never going to happen again, but I mean, that was pretty freaking epic.
Yeah, that's cool.
So good job, Tyner Hurst Enterprises.
Yeah.
And
Congrats,
good job,
man.
Landon. I'm not really going to congratulate Rico because he's a freaking professional. All right? I mean, that's what
Well,
we
he came
expect-
here as a favorite,
That's
right?
what we
So
expect out of Rico. But
Yeah.
for Landon to go do what he did, I mean, and he really hasn't. Has he really ran that many sprint car races this year, period? I mean, it's not like he's weekly racing with us.
Like, he kind of killed it in the speed week up in Oregon.
yeah, they ran a bunch of those.
But you're right. In general, like, yeah, I wonder if he's got.
Yeah, they're not
25
running 60 races this year or
like,
something.
For the whole year, like, it's crazy.
Well,
Somebody get that kid a full time ride, man.
yeah, and get him out of California.
He's too good for us.
Yeah, that's how we've done so well. Anytime someone gets just good enough to beat us, they go back
Yeah,
east.
they go make a living.
You
out
know
of
who
it.
surprised me tonight, and maybe it shouldn't surprise me, but Logan Seavey looked pretty sporty with a wing tonight.
Yes, this is a tricky track for guys. Well, just in general, like kind of going back to a wing car from
They said it was his
non-wing
4th
or
night this year.
midget or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's hard to do, and this track is really hard. And he was like running the fence like consistently, like lap after lap.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, another talent there. These are all go
This
kart
ain't
kids
no
we're
Silver
talking
Crown.
about.
Yeah, these are all go-kart
kids.
people.
Psycholand. Oh Lord, probably pretty proud of tonight.
Yeah.
Logan was funny. Apparently, he was texting Troy. Where am I at in the invert? So I'm trying to get lineups down.
Logan.
And Troy,
Seavey.
CV. And Troy says, "Hey, Logan's texting me. Wants to know where he is in the invert." I'm all, "What invert?" He's all, "Where is he at in the A?" I said, "He's in a B."
Yeah, this format's
And-
confusing.
And then it's like, well, wait, tell me again who the cars are in the A. So then I'm going back and I color coordinate everything. And
Do you want to know when it was really confusing? When Kenny Garcia was the scorekeeper. Because not only was the format confusing, he'd screw it up and make it even more confusing. Those were the days. Those are when we raced till 1 in the morning. And we used to have a lot more cars. Which would really confuse Kenny, and there'd be number 2 pencils flinging everywhere in the score booth.
number 2 pencils.
Using pencils?
Oh yeah, he was a pencil guy.
Okay, well, if my knowledge of this format is right, you're going to be about 60th out to qualify tomorrow. Am I right?
58.
58th, okay.
When did you? When out were you? 7,
I was like 8 car out, I think.
8 car out. We lost 1 that we know of.
Big Parker.
65 minus 8.
Okay.
So 305s run different mufflers than 360s.
Yeah, don't
You
those-
could tell when they
those
went
things
out there, it
sound
was
like
so
some
loud.
shit boxes. It's an IMCA muffler, and that's why the modifieds are always so loud. Like when they come to Chico, the IMCA modifieds, and they say, "Oh, it's an IMCA muffler. It's legal." I don't give a shit. It's not legal in California. It's too goddamn loud. Put a goddamn muffler on those things, but they always get away with it. It's IMCA legal. Luckily, those 305, those 2 305 cars don't necessarily keep their foot in the gas as long as the other guys do, so it's not quite as annoying. But like, I think if Blake Robertson showed up in a 305, we would be plugging our ears.
I don't remember them being that much louder.
Oh, they're little tiny stupid mufflers. They're ridiculous.
But it was crazy how much I could tell
Yeah.
just like during qualifying. I'm like, what is wrong with this
Yeah,
car? I'm
no,
like,
it's
oh, it's a 305.
ridiculous
But they did mention something about the mufflers. Somebody said, are they supposed to be running those mufflers? Like I told them when they came up, those guys aren't coming here because they think they're going to win Trophy Cup. Like they're coming here to run laps.
You know what? I mean, you can make fun of them for racing with us, but my first few Gold Cups against the Outlaws was with the 360.
Yep.
So if these two guys with the 305s want to come and maybe do a bucket list thing and race a Trophy Cup, more power to them. We kind of talked about our generation. Our thing was, oh my God, the Gold Cup.
Yeah.
This generation now is, oh my God, Trophy Cup.
Right.
So,
But not enough that they showed up.
well, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, maybe
Trophy
they
Cup's
already have, and then
yeah,
they-
they've been there, done that, bought the
Right,
shirt.
and then they realize, oh man, that's 3 hard racing, like 3
It's
hard nights of
expensive.
racing on a difficult track, a lot of equipment. Like, yeah, I've kind of been there, done that. Maybe who knows? Like,
I will say this. I'm sitting back. You know me. I don't like big car counts. I think less is more. And I'm watching qualifying, and I'm watching the heat races. Oh, geez. Shaw's
we have a
here.
shirt for you
I have a
in
shirt
here.
for you.
Hey, I want my Civil War trophy.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
Give me my damn Civil War trophy back. I won
Hi,
10
Coach
Civil
Shaw.
War championships. This guy walks off with the last one. He gets the perpetual trophy, and he won't give it back.
No one asked for it.
I'm asking for it right now on TV.
Well, I don't have it in my possession.
Go back to Fresno tonight and get
No, I
it.
plan to go to
Where is it?
Riverside on Saturday.
Is it at your house?
It's at my parents' house.
Oh, I'll have to sweet talk your mom. Gloria,
Hey.
are you watching? Bring me my trophy.
Your dad's
please.
gonna help us build on our property. He can just drop it off at my house and I'll get it to
Are
Andy.
you using
Yeah, we're
them
doing a
for
metal
structures?
building. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, back to what I was to say is that I was almost like thinking, this doesn't look too bad.
Yeah.
I watched qualifying, the heat races and the semis, and then when I saw the action in the main event, I said, nah, I'm good.
Oh, really?
They were going way too fast for me. And a couple, man, Rutzel was throwing some right rears at people.
Yes.
There was a couple right rears thrown at people tonight.
Well, like,
Yeah, me don't
Ty-
play
Tyler,
that game. I just
Yeah, Tyler Courtney got in a crash, bent his front wing,
yeah, he
was
got
in
wheeled
the back,
He
and
got
then he was
wheeled.
getting lapped, and then basically got punted and flipped over. So, yeah, that's
Yeah, I
Tyler
don't
Courtney.
think Paul
that's-
Silva was too happy tonight with that
Yeah,
performance.
probably not.
So,
He's not used to that.
no. But yeah, so back to I'm giving Shaw, Cohen Shaw shit. Civil War had this beautiful perpetual trophy, and every time you won it, you got to keep it, and they put your name on it. I won 10 Civil War championships, and this guy over here only did it once, and he got my trophy.
I did the one that mattered.
He got
Yeah,
the last,
the
and
final.
then Sprint Car Challenge Tour put Civil War out of business, and now
Where
the
is
trophy's
it
in
at?
Fresno.
My parents' house.
Okay, not in a garage collecting dust,
No,
right?
it's in. It's
Is it on
Okay.
display in a special place at least?
Yeah.
It's a
See?
very cool trophy.
It's in Fast Four Media headquarters.
Then
Oh,
that
that's
is
cool.
Oh,
It's
I'm gonna
when
go
the
raw
people
fast
put it in
forward.
the
no,
garage.
No.
you should keep it there now.
Yeah, I know.
alone.
I got a perpetual trophy the year after Sean Becker won it one year, and it came back in pieces. It sat in their garage.
No.
We got it in
We
pieces.
got it in pieces. It was a brand
Yeah,
new trophy that was
sure.
broke.
It was the Eagle, and we got a trophy in a
Sure.
box. I said, "What's the box for?" Oh, that's the top part of it. I'm like, "Why isn't it on the trophy?" It broke off.
Didn't we
So you
fix
gave me a
that?
trophy, and now I have to fix it.
Well, I think you guys fixed the
I
eagle.
bought a new
Then
eagle.
We
No,
And it- no.
we glued the
You
eagle.
glued the
Oh,
Eagle.
yeah,
I got
you glued it
and
on,
then
but
Colby
then-
dropped it.
Oh,
yes,
that's
because
right.
we won it like the next year or a couple years afterwards, and we have Dan holding the eagle on in the picture, so it looks like it's still there, but it wasn't a part of it.
Andy, if it helps you, it's right next to my golden driller, and you know I wouldn't put that in the shop.
Oh.
So, you know, at least
Zing
that's
zang.
respect. That's respect.
Well, I don't care. I still want my trophy back. It could be on display at the Smithsonian. I don't give a shit. I want it
It
in
could,
my
it
house.
could be next week, but then I don't think you'd get it.
Where's next week at?
I'm gonna be at Kern,
What's a kern?
KWS, NARC.
Oh, that's already coming up that quick. Huh?
next
Wow.
Saturday.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll just have to see your mom one day. Maybe just flash my beautiful blue eyes at her and tell her I want my trophy back.
Come to mention, I'm on the Forsberg program, except I'm working on a car.
What's the fourth? Your driver coach?
I'm retired from Trophy Cup.
Oh, yeah. I'm a bad influence on all these guys. I mean, I was kind of the first kind of cool guy to say, you know what, this is too much. I'm not coming back. Kind of see why that guy.
Yeah, let's go night-night.
Okay, that's it. It keeps going off the air.
Tomorrow, Trophy
Okay,
Cup night 2.
you're going out 58.
We can run into
Set quick
Roman
time going out
Reigns.
58. That would be cool.
That would be cool.
And
Probably
then
won't happen.
turn it off.